Hi, good evening. This is Tracy Hunt from Therapy Themes, and tonight's topic is how to recover from trauma bonding or how not to get involved in trauma bonding. And I want to go over the 7 stages of trauma bonding with you. And for those that don't know what trauma bonding is, it's when you form a deep emotional connection with someone that hurts you or someone that harms you. And it usually involves a cycle of domestic violence or abuse and an imbalance of power. So the first stage of trauma bonding is called love bombing. And love bombing is just like when a person makes you feel very special, like you are their soulmate, like the love of their life, and like they're surprised they found you, and they love bomb you by telling you over and over about how great you are. I know, like when I was younger, I had someone who wrote me a long, like 6-7 page love letter every single day, and he was definitely love bombing me. By the end of the relationship, I had an entire large black garbage bag full of love letters. And the second stage is called trust and dependency. And it's where they say, I need you, I'm addicted to you, I have to have you, and I can't live without you. And it gives you a sense of, can give you a sense if you grew up in a dysfunctional home of like, wow, I'm loved, I'm wanted. It feels like a good thing. And the third stage can be surprising and shocking to people because it's criticism. And criticism is like a test to see if you are able to handle the emotional abuse. You know, I had a friend. She went out on a date with a guy and he beat her up on the first date. And I thought, wow, that was a test to see if you were going to handle the abuse. And she stayed with him. And so she passed the test. But I went on a date with a guy, and I'm married now, so this is long time ago. But I think I went on like 3 dates, and by the third date, he told me, he goes, "You have a flat butt," and I'm like, "A flat butt, right?" I don't, like, well, that's like a little dig to see if I would tolerate his, or a big dig, however you want to look at it, to see if I was going to tolerate his abuse. And I really didn't like it. So I didn't agree with it, and I didn't like it. So that I was like, I'm not going out with him anymore. But if I was unhealthy, I'd be like, oh, well, maybe I can do squats, to make this guy, so I look better for this guy. But you either like me or you don't. And the fourth stage is manipulation and gaslighting. And that can take many forms, but I'll give you an example of gaslighting is, say for instance, somebody cheats on you and you're upset and you're like mad and you're like, I can't believe you did this to me. And instead of them being contrite and like asking for your forgiveness, they say, well, it's your fault. If you had been more sexually available for me, I wouldn't have had to do that. And and so if you're unhealthy, you think, oh, maybe he's right. I'm going to have sex with him more often, or her, and I'll try to be a better partner. But if you're healthy, you're like, no, I didn't make you do that. You're wrong, and you're trying to throw it off on me. So that stage is chaotic, it's unpredictable, and it's like a roller coaster of emotions. The fifth stage is resignation and giving up. It's like when you get into an argument with someone and they try to break up with you to regain control of the argument because they know that they've lost footing, or they know that they're in the wrong, and rather than admit they're wrong, they just go, oh, forget it, let's just break up. And if you're unhealthy, you'll go, no, please don't break up with me. I want to stay with you. I'll do whatever it is to make you happy. But if you're healthy, you'd say, okay, If you're wanting to break up with us over this silly little argument, then go ahead. It must not mean as much to you as it meant to me, and not let them manipulate you. And the sixth stage is loss of yourself. It's like giving up your identity, giving up your hobbies, giving up your family, and preferentially choosing to do whatever your spouse's hobby is, hanging out with his family and friends, and just losing yourself in your relationship. Like you almost don't even remember who you are and what you enjoy anymore because, they want you to do what they enjoy out of selfishness. Um, the seventh and last stage is addiction to the cycles. Sorry. Addiction to the cycle means being the domestic violence cycle. I'll just explain it to you real quick. Is like you get abused emotionally or physically, and afterwards there's a honeymoon stage where they're like loving and romantic and kissing you and loving on you. And so you almost want to go through the abuse to get to that cycle, because after the honeymoon stage, things are normal for a little bit, and then things may get tense, and then things get bad, and then it's like, oh, we're in that stressful period where I almost want to go through the abuse, or the hard part of the cycle, so I can get back to the love and the honeymoon stage. And so if you recognize yourself in your relationship having a dramatic power imbalance, and the person perpetrating the abuse is not willing to change, then I don't want you to be stuck in an unhealthy relationship for many, many years. You can work on these things. And if you need more information, I will be giving out lots more information on unhealthy relationships and how to have healthy relationships. So please like and share, and I will see you soon. Have a good evening. Bye.